Welcome to my first episode, Ruby the Geek. I'm a mama. I'm a homeschool teacher. I'm a wife. And I'm a music lover, a book lover, technology lover. But that's enough about me. Go away, monkey. Alright, so this week I've really been hitting the whole curriculum hard, getting the lesson plans done. I'm almost finished with Mickey's. She's 11. She does mostly 7th grade work. And Monkey did 3K preschool type stuff last year. So this year he's going to be stepping it up a bit. I might actually work on some kindergarten stuff with him and maybe bring it down a notch depending on how he is adjusting to the skill difference. But he's a smart little dude, so I'm thinking he's ready. Skill-wise, I know he's ready. Attention-wise, well, you know how that is with a 4-year-old. So, let me show you a few things that I have actually purchased from our local thrift stores. I haven't purchased anything major from like the standard curriculum websites or anything like that. As a matter of fact, with Monkey, I'm not really doing much purchasing as much as I'm doing, ooh, we can use that. Like, I found this at our local thrift store the other day. It's called Cherry Picked. On Wednesdays is quarter book day. So I got the My Giant Activity Workbook for a quarter. And I'm just going to open it up, show you a few things in it. I mean, this thing is awesome. It is totally reusable. I mean, I've seen this thing over at Books A Million. I've seen it on Amazon. Haven't really wanted to drop the whole 13, 14 bucks on it because we have other materials that my mom gave us for him to use when he was like 2 that he has slowly just grown into because she bought the Hooked on Phonics program for pre-K for my cousin, and now Monkey has it, and we use that a lot. We do a lot of leveled book reading. We do a lot of just regular children's picture book reading, and even though sometimes he's walking around and he's doing other things, I know he hears me, and like the best thing for that is just asking questions about the book. You know, who is the main character? Where did he go? What was his friend's name? Was his friend a cat? Was he a dog? That kind of thing. And that lets me know what he's comprehending and what we need to work on. I did that with Mickey, who, like I said, is now 11, and she has really become a book connoisseur, and I love it, and so does her dad. Okay, Monkey, bye.
Bye.
Mama's busy. See? All that time. That is Mama's boy right there. But anyways, let me show you some other things that we've had since he was 2, thanks to his awesome Uma. She bought this for him for Christmas before he turned 2, and this is part of the Step Into Reading series, and it's excellent. I actually keep some of them in here. This is like, I think, books 1 through 5. And
I have things for Christmas.
No, Monkey, go away. Mama's busy. They don't want to see you transform, babe. So, here's book 8. I'm not sure why that's in there. He probably did that. But here's book 5, Red Shed. And they start out really simple, and they get a little bit harder as you go. But the really cool thing about it is it also helps with just standard sight words that you find in children's reading all the time. So what I do is every book, I do something like these little things. Just a piece of copy paper. I write down all the words that are in like the beginner book, and as we go through the books, new words get added to it. So I literally have just a bag full of flashcards for him. And with this little bag, I can stick it in my sling bag, and we're on the go with our words, and some of our books, and he can practice whenever. It's
Yeah.
a really good
Every day.
time consumer when you're sitting at the doctor's office. You know, you're out in the car, you're waiting, you really don't feel like going inside. Have a book. So when he's kind of bored, he doesn't really want to watch a movie on his tablet or play a game, break out a book, break out the flashcards. One really fun thing to do with that is reading the book, and then as you read the book, you have the child put down the flashcard that goes with each word, and then they read that sentence back to you. He's done really well doing that. He loves
Yeah.
that.
Every time when I play with
I'm also working on putting together his preschool stuff online. But it's mostly worksheet stuff, hands-on things, activities to go with the main book, just like any other curriculum, but it's consisting of all these cool things that I found online for free. Simple web searches with the right terms will retrieve you so much information. And if you have the time, which I try to squeeze it in here and there, you can put all that stuff together and have your own curriculum freely done. That way, especially with a preschooler, it's all your basics. So why pay $200 for a preschool curriculum when you can put something together like that much cheaper? Shoot, $20, $30, go to the bookstore, go to Walmart or Target, shoot, even Amazon, and build some things. And he has a lot of educational toys too. Play-Doh is good, Legos are great. Just those simple things that don't really cost that much. Like there's the classic box of Legos going for $19.99. That is an excellent learning tool for math, thinking skills, of course, with all the different building and stuff. Yes, you can play with your Play-Doh. But it's going to be nice because it's, even though like the books are going to be YouTube. There's so many YouTubers, all they do is read these kids' books. You can take those and make that like your main book of the day, and they don't even really have to sit and watch the book. They can use it as an audiobook instead and just listen. And then you can still do the simple questions with them to see, you know, what they've learned from the book or if they were really focusing at that time. And you'll notice that sometimes you might have to change your time, especially with the little ones. Certain times of the day are great for learning and certain ones aren't. With Monkey, first thing in the morning, when he gets up, goes to potty, he comes in the bedroom, he says hi, good morning mama, he gives me a hug. I try to read with him then because he's not working on that mind being preoccupied on what else he's going to do for the day because he hasn't gotten there yet. If I can catch his brain before he thinks about what he wants to do for the day, we're good. And usually during the school year, he got used to it last year, to his routine. And he would ask, hey mama, we got school today? Yes we do, or no we don't because we're going to go do this thing, or yeah we do, but it's going to be different. We're going to go out to this creek and we're going to walk around and see what we can find, and that kind of thing. And that was great. So now he's 4, and I think he's kind of ready for a little bit more stuff for school other than just, you know, playtime and do the books and go outside and, you know, that kind of stuff. So we're going to be doing a lot of worksheet stuff that consists on hands-on stuff. Cut it out, glue it where it needs to go. Take your Play-Doh, roll out this letter, match it up with this number, do your Legos the same way. And then we're going to, it's not always going to be the same old thing. The order is going to change. And I think as long as that order changes, I'll keep his interest. And hopefully, if you try it, it works for your child too. If it doesn't, or you think of something different, add it in. Leave me a comment. Hey Ruby, that didn't quite work for me, but this is what we did with it. Or instead of that worksheet here, we decided to do this. Or instead of that activity, we changed it up a little bit different. No sir, you can't have those right now. Go on. But I'm finished with weeks 1 through 3. And later on, I'll be working on weeks 4 through 6. I'm not going to try to push myself so hard that I have like all of it set by the end of our our summer break, which is next month. We're going to be starting school on July 11th. And then we do 6 weeks on, 1 week off, and it's great for the kids. It's great for me. That full 1 week off gives us a really nice breather. It's like a little mini vacation right in the middle of our school year, and we can all just kind of relax. And then our minds are fresh and ready to do the next unit of whatever we're doing for school. So with Mickey, I normally do a lot of YouTube videos and different literature and just different units throughout the year that don't connect to each other. But this year, instead, I'm going to do something different because Dad found this massive book at Cherry Picked again. Quarter Wednesday, we got this sucker for just a quarter. And I came home, I researched it and found that ABC did a full series that had aired years ago to kind of be a companion for the book. So now we have a 25-cent history curriculum for Mickey. And of course there's been quite a few study guides done here and there, and I've kind of pieced them together a little bit, and I'm almost finished doing units 1 and 2 from here for her for school. And I've actually posted them on TED-Ed. TED-Ed, yes, is the same company behind TED Talks, and it's really nice because you can go there, find your online video. If it's on YouTube or if it's a TED Talk or a TED Original, you can find that video, post the questions that you want to go with it, extra stuff, maybe you find a map or something that you want your child to do to go along with whatever the video was. You could post a link to that and do your whole lesson plan surrounding the video and then post it. And then once you post it, of course, it's shared with other people. And I like the fact that the discussion questions are open, so she can answer them, but you know, whoever else finds that and uses it will be able to answer them too, and maybe we can kind of get to talking about the 20th century with some other people. And I'm really looking forward to her working with that because we like doing a lot of digital stuff. I love doing digital homeschool because it really cuts down on the paperwork. And since I live in Alabama, there really aren't very many restrictions at all here as far as what you have to teach, when you have to teach it. And in a way it kind of sucks because you're on your own, so you have to kind of figure it out or find some people that know. And we're secular homeschoolers. We're not big Christians or anything. We focus on teaching our kids how to be a good person. And at the end of the day, honestly, that's all everybody's trying to do. We just don't really include a whole lot of religion in that. So it's kind of weird living in Alabama and being secular homeschoolers because most of the homeschoolers in our area, they're Christian based. And you know, we walk up in there and they look at us funny and we're like, okay, we tried it. It failed us, but we tried. Now there are a couple of all-inclusive groups. Been there, done that. The whole all-inclusive thing really didn't go too well. So maybe I will start my own thing. My husband thinks I should, but he's like, well, you don't really have time. You already got enough on your plate. And I'm like, yeah, but. So we'll see how it goes. But anyways, we also found this, The Way We Lived, Reader's Digest. I'm probably just going to use this one as a companion to the century because of the videos that I found on YouTube and everything. It covers some of the same information and goes into detail more where the century kind of lacks a little bit. So here and there we'll be pulling from that, probably mostly as a reading thing, and then at the end of each unit, she'll have some kind of project to do, like, you're a tourist, you're an immigrant, do a presentation, you know, that kind of stuff. We do reports, but not as often, because she'll do the report, but a lot of that information will get included in her presentation or in her role play as a certain person. So we do them, but do I make her read them out loud? No. What I do make her do is present to me. So the best way to do that is make them practice, right? Science this year. With science, we always do the same thing we normally do with history. Bunch of different things, not really all the same topics, kind of tying together in one big unit. But this year, because of the Planet Earth book, we are. We're going to split this book up throughout our whole 36 weeks worth of stuff, and I have found the episodes on YouTube. It is still on Netflix right now, so I'm hoping to just kind of build the lesson plans around it being episode or something. I know I can go back to Netflix and it'll be there for her to watch and read and for Planet Earth very well. Once again, we'll be doing presentations and other little projects to go with this. With this, we might even do a bit of lap booking or something, just because, and landscapes, that's very easy to do. And back to the 25-cent books. I'm not going to be using this year. This will be history for next year. But we found this this past Wednesday as well. World History from Nat Geo, National Geographic. So shout out resources, because it makes it easier for home this year. I'll leave you some links in the description as far as where you can find different things that you might want to go along with the books that we found, or you might just want to take a look at the lesson plans that I've already created. Subscribe, give me a like,